Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Cardano ADA. ADA is definitely one of those coins we talk a lot about on this channel because we see massive potential in the future and long-term potential that Cardano holds is definitely something we want to continue to talk about on this channel. So if you guys want to stay up to date with crypto news and altcoin news as well as Cardano, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video before we get started. So like I said, a 0.69% increase in the last 24 hours. We're actually seeing increases across the last week of about 7%, last month about 2.31%, last year about 1,800%, and all-time about 9,618%. So this is massive, obviously showing that Cardano is continuing to be on an uptrend for the most part throughout the entirety of its creation. It shows that Cardano is continuing to do bigger and better things every single week in and out, and I think that's going to continue to show these really price spikes and price increases throughout the the next couple of months. And I want to talk about really price predictions specifically for June, July, and 2021 at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. But I do want to also talk about some of the big news and information that has taken place and is being talked about currently about Cardano. So first up, we have Cardano is a blockchain platform built on a proof-of-stake consensus protocol that validates transactions without high energy costs. Development on Cardano uses the Haskell programming language, which is described as enabling Cardano to pursue evidence-based development for unparalleled security and stability. So if we take a look at the very first tweet, it's going to talk about really by connecting our communities and finding innovative new ways to work together, we can ensure that blockchain really lives up to its promises of creating a fair and more efficient global financial operating system. If you want to read a little bit more into that, you definitely can. It talks about Nervo's partnership to build the first cross-chain bridge with Cardano. So our new collab lets Cardano and Nervo's token holders transmit their value across both platforms while building interoperability across the crypto space. So this is exactly kind of what you want to see, and they actually talk more about it in the article below if you want to read more about it, but we'll just read this part because this is kind of important. It goes over a couple key points. So Nervos is developing this robust network through three key components. Together, these make up the universal passport, Nervos' approach to next-generation interoperability. We see PW Core enables developers to build applications on all chains, Nervos Polyjuice, an Ethereum-compatible layer that allows developers to port a smart contract from Ethereum to Nervos. We also have the Force Bridge, a trustless bridge that enables cross-chain transactions. I think I said that right. Cross-chain transactions between Nervos and a spectrum of blockchains. So Nervos will use Force Bridge to connect directly to Cardano, which means that users will be able to transact using their existing Cardano wallets. We also have a couple different articles today that we want to talk about. This one specifically talks about a Cardano price prediction, and this actually came out this morning, I believe. It talks about an ADA is set for an 8% bounce. So it's actually very interesting. They talk about what they think is coming, and this is the basically overview of the entire article. So therefore, while the consolidation will likely continue, the coin will likely rise about 8% to attest the upper side of the triangle pattern at $1.8755. However, a drop below $1.60 will invalidate this trend. So if we drop below $1.60, this trend to $1.8755 may not happen. We are at $1.68 now, continuing to kind of go down, obviously, with the rest of the market. But do remember, guys, realistically, this guy is most likely doing mostly technical analysis, which is one of those things I talk about on this channel quite a bit. So technical analysis is fantastic. If there's no big, updates, no big news, no big FUD, technical analysis is perfect. It usually works out fairly well. Unfortunately, if there's FUD, manipulation, or even any big updates or news, it's going to completely kind of ignore that technical analysis and do whatever the heck the news and hype really builds it into. So that's one reason we kind of look at both on this channel before we make these videos, and we give you price predictions based on that. So I do want to talk more about Cardano. So let's jump up to the next one. This one, will Cardano kill Ethereum? Bullish moves on the way. So I was reading a little bit about this article, and it was actually mentioned some great things. So why will Cardano succeed? It talks about some of the big reasons Cardano is going to succeed as a coin or a cryptocurrency. So peer-to-peer payment. ADA is ideal for transactions as it is settling is efficient. It is also a green token as it is using really that proof-of-stake consensus mechanism itself. We also see Cardano and Cuban. So Hoskinson actually recently revealed Cardano is in contact with Cuban over an MOU for an NFT marketplace. Cuban is really set to develop. So market liquidity as well. I'm not going to go into really detail on all of these, but this one talks about market liquidity. We have the lightweight architecture. We have growing popularity, increasing use cases, and they talk about, will Cardano win the race against Ethereum? In fact, Cardano is a new blockchain aiming to solve unaddressed problems. Is it capable of providing what Ethereum does for way less fees and charges? Is it also not congested and slow like ETH is? Hence, it is only wise for retail users to use Cardano. While Ethereum has a 115% year-to-date growth, Cardano has achieved 517% year-to-date growth. All of this clear indication that if Cardano grows at the pace it's currently growing, we definitely could, obviously see Cardano perhaps pass and really continue to pass Ethereum, as well as maybe even Bitcoin in the future. But, realistically, it does slow down, obviously, as you need more and more volume to push that market cap farther and farther. It does get harder and harder to continue on that kind of an increase. So we'll see what takes place. Cardano is definitely a coin that we believe in a lot on this channel, and we talk about it quite a bit as well. So it's interesting to see that eventually by 2025, it'll be at $8.43. I think we will be definitely past $8.43 before 2025, but that's just my prediction. Jumping into the actual website itself, I do want to take a look at the enterprise part. It talks about the use cases Cardano holds. That's going to be education, retail, agriculture, government, finance, and healthcare. These are just 6 really potential possibilities for Cardano to reach out into. And I will say these are big deals. These continue to show that Cardano has so many use cases and possibilities out there in the real world. We also see Cardano roadmap featuring foundation, decentralization, smart contracts. Currently working on that smart contracts, definitely coming to the public in September is the current goal. We have scaling and governance as well. Another tweet that talked about Cardano is, what is Cardano by Chris Gaff. He talked about, well, it's the 5th cryptocurrency. It's number 5 in market cap currently. It pays 4 to 6% annual rewards and can be mined for $120 per month. Environmentally friendly as well, of course. So definitely just a few things to touch on before we jump back to these price predictions. I want to say, guys, we are in that accumulation stage, in my opinion. So we do have, as it looks like we're kind of dropping fairly hard here in the last 24, or I guess in the last hour, about a 1.25% decrease. I do want to take a look at the market real quick for you guys. So at about 0.68% decrease, we are seeing Bitcoin dropping below that $36,000 mark. We knew about that already. Ethereum's actually doing okay, sitting at about 2,746. But I do want to take a look at Cardano specifically. We talked about the accumulation period that we're currently in. A lot of volatility, but mostly going to see increases for the months of June and possibly July. We'll definitely keep you guys up to date with those as well. But, by the end of June, I do expect Cardano to really push past its $2 price point, hopefully pushing closer and closer to a, $2.25, $2.50. But I think, $2 is going to be my price target for Cardano by the end of June. By the end of July, I do think Cardano will push closer and closer to about a $2.25 to $2.75 price point. That's going to be my realistic conservative price prediction for the end of July. I do think we could break out, Cardano specifically break out by the end of July and really make a great push, a great second half to the bull market. Going into the end of the year, I think Cardano definitely has what it takes to make its way closer and closer to about a $7 to $12 price range. $7 to $12 is my price prediction for Cardano by the end of the bull market or by the end of the year. Realistically, by the end of the bull market, though, because we don't know exactly when that second part of the bull market will end. So I'm going to stick with price prediction for the end of the bull market. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys want to stay tuned and up to date with so many different altcoins. We talk about so much on this channel. We try to give you guys the most clear and most recent information as possible every single time we talk about altcoins. So thank you guys again. I'll see you all in the next one.